Good morning, almost afternoon. Welcome, everyone. For those of you that are watching later, and those of you that get on now, welcome. My name is Cindy. I am at Simply Cindi. I've been doing these lives for the last 12, 13 days. I've challenged myself to do 30 days of lives. So I am really enjoying this. This may become a daily thing. It kind of depends on how the algorithm behaves. But how you guys, if you guys are interested, do you like this stuff? Do you want different types of content in this stuff when we do lives? Okay, Karina, tell me. Oh, it was 15:49. Okay, let me try. 15:49. Perfect. We can change. It's not a big deal. Okay, is this you? Are you a Scorpio ascending? You're pretty confident in who you are. it, I'm seeing this like what I do to myself. Do you guys remember a long time ago when I used to say, "Oh my God, I'm so sick of myself," because like it's that Aquarian energy that I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to be Aquarian right now. I'm so sick of myself." Like I get on my own nerves. Do you guys remember when I used to say that? I don't know if anybody does, but that's kind of how I feel like you can get, Karina. Like, why do I have to be? Why do I have to do it this way? I don't even want this energy right now. Yeah, that's the energy I'm feeling right now. Like you're very confident in yourself, but even you sometimes are like get sick of yourself. You're like, I hope you're doing you. I hope you're doing what your heart desires because you feel it. You're a Scorpio. You feel it. The problem is you may do what you feel like others want you to do sometimes just to make less of a, it's almost like I'm so, why do I always have to be right? So sometimes you're not, you like you force yourself not to be right, and then it doesn't go well for you when you do that. Does that make sense, Karina? That's your north and your south node. So you have your south node in your first house. You feel very comfortable with yourself. You are deep. You have that Scorpio rising. You're deep. Like you're a deep thinker. You're a deep feeler. You can know. I would say more deep feeler than thinker. But you can also have the freedom right here and the knowledge and the wisdom to explore self exploration, right? So you probably like being the rising phoenix. You like going within. You like um, really getting to know what's in there and then coming out knowing something new. Does that make sense? Right? But you have a seventh house north node, which means you have to learn to balance relationships. It's your seventh house, but it is Gemini, and you can get in your way about it. Like, no, I'm right. And honestly, when you say no, I'm right, you're usually right. You're right. But do you have to always be right? Do you have to always say right? That's kind of what's going on there. You have to like that's what I'm saying. I get that feeling of like even I'm sick of myself because I'm always right. I don't want to always be right. Like, do I always have to be right? Do I always have to do the right thing? Do I always have to be the leader? Do I always have to like what? Like that's what I'm feeling with you. Does that make sense? But the problem is that's part of what you have to do. The thing is you're so serious sometimes that you have to learn to let go and play. Like, I am so glad I'm a Gemini sun. I know it's only like 9 degrees or 8 degrees. It's like the least amount, but I at least have it. And I have been so mean to my Gemini sun for so long because too serious. I gotta learn the secrets of the universe. I gotta make sure and study ancient texts. I gotta blah 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 blah. I gotta da, 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 da. But the Gemini is like, yes, I can help you learn all of that, but can we play too? Like, can we just play? can we just have fun? Can we just do that? Does that make sense, Karina? When you do that, when you loosen up, when you relax, um when you laugh at yourself, when you do something to embarrass yourself on purpose, like you purposely, if people are watching, you'll like, I don't know, as a Gemini, I'll do that to like make people laugh. I'm like, I might as well just do it because people are going to think that I'm embarrassed about it, but I'm not. So I'm just going to do it and embarrass them about it. Like when you play like that, like the playing, like it's not so serious. Yes, there is seriousness, but you have to learn to let go, control issues big time. You got to learn to let go. You got to learn to trust. You don't even have to trust other people. You got to learn to trust yourself. That's how much you have to let go. You have such a tight hold. Look at these planets up here. Look at this. You have such luck. You have a wisdom in your soul beyond this earth. Like, as soon as something comes to you, even deep, deep wisdom, you're like, I got it. Like, it's so easy for you, right? You've had some bad situations. You have this Pluto here, but like you, that's why you're so serious because you get it. You get it. But you didn't come here to just get it. You came here to play. You came here to enjoy life. That's why you put the Sagittarius in your first house in your South Node. You've done this before. You just got to learn to do it and having all the knowledge as well. I've said this before. When you meet an old soul, they're not serious. They have a childlike energy because they've been through the seriousness and now can play. That's where you're at. That's what you're trying to do. Does that make sense, Karina? And let me give you a little clue. You are very wise and you can see things that nobody can see. So you're like, why can't I get this one thing? I just know there's something deeper. Why can't I get it? You're not going to get it. It's here. You put it in your 12th house so that you could learn to be lighter about it. Yes. You need to learn to lighten up. But you keep thinking there's just like this one more thing. There's this one more way. There's this one more deepness. There's this one more thing. And I'm telling you, until you do this, you're not going to see this. Exactly. Remember what the child in you loved to do. Does that make sense? Yeah, your family doesn't make it easy for you either here. You got a lot of stuff that you can be serious about, but I'm telling you, you got to be lighter. Because when you do that, this expands. You get the relationships that you want. You get the people around you that you want. You get the happiness that you have so searched for all your life. That's what's going to happen. Does that make sense? And I'm sure it has. You're 1965. I'm sure it has on occasion, right? Yeah, you need to learn to lighten up. And I know. I'm telling you, and you're like, how do you lighten up? This world is so hard, and people are so ugly, and da 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 da. I get it. I get it. And if I was talking to somebody who wasn't as evolved, I would say, okay, we can deal with that. But you're too evolved. You're way too evolved. You're way too wise. Does that make sense, Karina? Yeah. Um, I want you to be more playful. I don't want you to try, because you can take this part and be like, all right, I'm going to do the steps. I'm going to try to be. I want you to do. I want you to, because there is this space in you, Sagittarius. Talk to Kathy. She knows about it. There is this space that knows how to not worry so much about how you appear and about how you feel. Okay. And it's not like you haven't lived this before. You know this space. You just have to remember where it's at. It's part of you. It's in here. Does all that make sense? Okay. Was there anybody else? I think that was all, unless I'm missing someone. Exactly. Just do. Who cares? Who cares what people say and think? People are going to say and think whatever people are going to say and think. All right, guys. So I will cut this down because I don't even know how long we've been on. We've been on a while. I'll cut this down and make videos about it. Yep. And it'll be featuring each one of you. I want to thank you for opening yourself up. I want to thank you for doing this on such a public platform. For those of you that are interested, you can come and see me. My email, Kathy put up there, it's yourpath39@gmail. I just went through the 11th house transit. I am not going to have a website. I can just tell y'all that right now. Maybe later, but not right now. I just went through my 11th house Pluto. So I love you guys. Thank you so very much. I love doing this every day. Please come back. Because I love this. This is awesome. This makes me so happy. And I love each of your energy. What an honor. Like, come on. I can feel how wise all of you are that are sitting here in my lives. Like, what an honor to be in that energy. Thank you for sharing the energy with me. All right, everyone. I love you, love you, love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.